Hello hockey fans, Odd Man Rush here and welcome back to another video. Long time no speak, guys. How you been? It really has been a while, hasn't it? I think the last time I checked it was 100 days or nearly 100 days since my last upload on this channel. Apologies for that, by the way, I've been a little bit busy. But since it's been so long since I last uploaded a video, I'm sure some of my longer term viewers out there are probably sat there wondering, Oddman Rush, what happened? Where did you go? Is everything okay? Did you decide to stop uploading videos on this channel anymore? Are you okay? Did something happen? Is something wrong? Everything's fine. Take a breath, guys. I'm actually doing very, very well. Thank you for asking. Even though I kind of asked myself, but that's besides the point. But yeah, since it's been a while, I figured I'd make this video to kind of explain why it's been so long since I uploaded a video and talk about kind of what I've been up to since my last upload in those kind of 3.5 months, but also use this as a chance to have a chat about the future of the Odd Man Rush YouTube channel, because I think this channel's going to take a very different role and a very different place in my life moving forwards. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, the channel isn't dead. We're not getting rid of it. This isn't the last upload I'm ever making and that's it. Wipe your hands clean, job done. You can put your pitchforks down, take a sigh of relief, take a breath. It's okay. The channel isn't dying, but it is going to take a very different place in my life moving forwards, and the uploads are probably going to be fewer and farther between for the reasons that I'm going to explain in this video. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Are you excited? I bloody hope so. Now, some of you may remember that in October of last year, I made a video announcing that I was moving from my home in England all the way to Montreal, Canada, in order to move in with my long-distance girlfriend of 4.5 years. I'm so happy with how things have turned out, both moving in with my girlfriend and making the move across the pond to the great white north of Canada. Things have gone very well. I'm so happy to be here. And honestly, I couldn't really imagine what life would be like had I not made the move at this point. It's been about 9 or 10 months since I made the move. I'm actually going home to England for a couple of weeks at the end of this week on Sunday, and it's going to feel really weird to go back. It's been less than a year since I was last there, but I kind of feel like I'm so cemented in being here and being in Montreal and being part of Canadian culture now that it kind of feels weird to go back home. My French still leaves a lot to be desired, I must admit. I really haven't got a grasp on it yet. It's very much a work in progress for me still. I'm still trying to learn the French language. And I know that Quebec is kind of the weird little brother of the rest of Canada, which a lot of the rest of the provinces don't really care too much about it. And Quebec are like, oh, we want independence kind of every 10, 15 years or so. But the one thing they do right is poutine, ladies and gentlemen. Say what you want about Quebec, the rest of Canada, but Quebec and Montreal do their poutines very well. It's one of the most delicious things. So poutine's great. Take that, Ontario. I don't know. Speaking of my girlfriend though, we recently celebrated our 5-year anniversary together just a few weeks ago in late June. And since we've been together for so long, since we're now in the same city together so we can finally plant some roots and actually start building a life together in the same place, I wanted to use our anniversary as the opportunity to get down on one knee and pop the question to her. And she said yes, so ladies and gentlemen, Odd Man Rush is now engaged. That's right, I have a fiance, which is taking a little bit of getting used to, I must be honest. We still call each other boyfriend and girlfriend like 95% of the time, and we both think calling each other fiance is a little bit pretentious maybe. It's like, oh, my fiance got me this. Oh, I'm going to see my fiance, which does kind of sound a little bit pretentious, but every time I get the chance to correct her, I'm like, I'm your fiance. I got promoted, I liked it, so I put a ring on it. I'm really excited. I'm going to get to marry the love of my life, which honestly is a very big thing that's happened. I'm kind of downplaying it in the way that I'm describing it, but yeah, I'm engaged, ladies and gentlemen. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't really uploaded a video recently. I've been very much focused on getting the ring, planning the engagement, and making sure we celebrate it correctly and everything goes perfectly. So reason number one as to why I haven't uploaded in like 2.5, 3 months, I'm engaged now. I feel like that's a pretty good excuse, but I do have others, okay? Don't worry. The other reason is because I've been very, very busy at trade school recently. Now, some of you might remember that one of the reasons I moved over here is on a study permit so I could train trained to become an electrician at a school here in Montreal. Obviously, I could have done it back home, but coming over here and on a study permit and getting the chance to live with my girlfriend, study over here as well, I figured it was a no-brainer, so that's why I'm here studying in Montreal, right? And yeah, the last couple of months, especially since my last upload on this channel, have been really busy. We've been very much hands-on learning stuff in the workshop most days, and especially having to work part-time after school in order to pay the bills to stay in this apartment and everything. It's meant that I really have not had much time available in order to make videos. Just to give you guys an idea of what my schedule's been like, I usually wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I then start school at 7:30 in the morning, which is pretty early for most kind of educational courses, but for trade school and things like that, 7:30 is a very normal time to be up and about. I then am at school until about 3:30 in the afternoon. I come home, I have a few hours to kind of chill and have something to eat, and then I have work from 5:30 till 9, so up at 6, finally finish work at 9 in the evening. They're very busy and long days. And yeah, it just means that I don't really have a huge amount of time to kind of write a video, to edit a video, to record a video. Obviously, I have those few hours in between school and work, but I usually use that to take a nap, honestly. Especially if I've been in the workshop all day, and now that the weather's getting really hot, 30-degree weather in the workshop, kind of installing lights or installing kind of receptacles, things like that, in a room with no AC in 30-degree weather. I usually come home, I'm dripping with sweat, and I want to take a shower and take a nap before work, you know? So I don't have that time to research a script, to write a script. So I just wanted to give you that kind of understanding as to why I haven't been making videos recently. Honestly, these last few months especially, it's been very difficult to find the motivation after a long day at school and a long day at work. And then at the weekends, I usually have time off, but I'm usually spending them with my fiance. You know, like, we don't get a huge amount of time during the week in order to spend time together. I finish at 9, I usually have dinner afterwards, and then an hour and a half later, I'm usually in bed wanting to get some sleep before the next day, and I get up at 6, and she works pretty early mornings as well, so we don't really have a huge amount of time during the week, so we want to spend that time together at the weekend where neither of us have any plans. We have 2 full days where we can just do whatever we want together, you know? So yeah, that's kind of the biggest reason why I haven't been making videos recently, is kind of my schedule, but also the fact that there's been some big personal things and big personal milestones and big changes in my life that have been happening. So if you wanted the TLDR, that's basically it. Engaged, school and work. That's why I haven't been making videos. Apologies once again, but it kind of is what it is, you know? Now, in terms of the future of the Odd Man Rush YouTube channel, I'm sure some of you have already figured out that my schedule really isn't going to change anytime soon, so the lack of time to be able to research and make videos is going to be a problem moving forwards for quite some time. To be fair, I am currently on my summer vacation from trade school. We get 4 weeks off from mid-July to mid-August, but that being said, I'm still working my job this week and the final week of my vacation, and me and my fiance are going to England for the middle 2 weeks of my vacation at the end of this week to go and celebrate our engagement and see friends and family back home in England. And to be fair, I don't really want to have to think about school, work, or videos for those 2 weeks because it's been pretty non-stop for the last like 9-10 months or so. So in terms of videos coming out anytime soon, I might get 1 out in the next 4 weeks or so, but especially moving forwards, videos are going to be fewer and farther between than they were previously. Obviously, when I was in my prime with this channel, I was making videos 2-3 times a week, kind of went down to once a week when I started trade school, but just to let you guys know and give you guys the heads up, I'm still planning to make videos for this channel, but I can't give you a timeline of as and when they're going to be made. I'd love to commit to like 1 every 2 weeks or 1 every month, but I don't think it's fair for me to commit to that and then not follow through on it. So I want to give you a kind of indefinite timeline. I know that's a bit of a cop-out to say, well, they'll just turn up when they turn up. And I completely understand if you guys want to unsubscribe or you kind of lose interest in the channel when you move on to bigger and better channels. I completely understand that. Like, you know, this isn't my main focus anymore, but it's still something that I enjoy doing. It's still a fun hobby that I like exploring every once in a while. So I do want to keep making videos. I just can't promise you or guarantee as and when those videos are going to be. I finish trade school at the end of February next year, so once I come back from our summer break, we've got like 6 months left of my course. But obviously the expectation is that I'm then going to get a job as an electrician afterwards and work full-time as an electrician. Obviously I won't have to work my part-time job in order to pay the bills once I'm fully working as an electrician, so I should have my evenings a lot more free moving forwards in kind of March of next year. And, you know, going from school to finding a job may take a little bit of time as well, so I might have some free time then. But kind of once I find my job in the electrician field, and once I kind of get into that routine of working during the days and having my afternoons and evenings free, once again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to guarantee an upload schedule for you. And I know most of you will be like, Odd Man Rush is absolutely fine. We completely understand. I know most of you will understand, but you guys have been so loyal to this channel for so long. You guys have come back to watch my videos time and time again. I felt so bad for leaving it so long before making this video anyway. But I've just been so busy and so burnt out during the weekends and so kind of focused on what I've had to take care of here in the here and now with school and work and kind of taking care of this apartment that this kind of fell by the wayside and I kind of put it off because I had other things to focus on, you know? But yeah, that's kind of everything that I wanted to talk about in this video today. So to summarize, I got engaged a few weeks ago. And the reason for my lack of uploads recently is because I've been really busy at trade school and I have work on top of that as well. And in terms of the future of the Odd Man Rush YouTube channel, I'm going to keep uploading videos as and when I can, but I can't really give you a timeline. That kind of summarizes it quite nicely, I think. I do kind of want to apologize to you guys for the lack of updates and kind of not being forthright with kind of what's been going on in my life. I know I don't necessarily owe you guys an explanation in that regard, but I still think that I feel like I owe you guys an explanation because you guys have been committed to coming back to my channel and supporting my channel in various ways, day in, week in, year out, everything like that. So I feel like I owe it to you guys to kind of give an explanation. And I'm sure some of you guys have genuinely been wondering where I've been. Most of you probably haven't, and that's absolutely fine too, right? I'm just some weird English guy on the internet talking about a sport that he's never played, right? But at the same time, like, I know some of you guys really do enjoy my videos. I know a lot of you guys want to see more of them, and the fact that I haven't been following through on that when you guys have gotten so used to a schedule that I kept up for so long, I don't think was very fair of me to do so. So I wanted to just apologize as well. Maybe I should have done the apology at the beginning of the video and made you feel a little bit better, but let's end on a good note. Let's apologize for my kind of lack of uploads here, but also, like, I'm not leaving you guys completely. I'm leaving the door very much open to keep making content. I do plan on making videos in the future. I do have a couple of ideas and a couple of topics that I'd kind of like to discuss. I don't really know what kind of shape those videos are going to take, whether they're more, once again, sat here talking into the microphone like this, which didn't necessarily do the best on the channel, but if that's the only time I've got to be able to work with, then so be it. But I do kind of want to keep my more edited videos, you know, the whatever happened to's, the things like that, keep them going. But yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to thank you so much for your continued support in spite of me kind of being an absent father to a lot of you guys. Thank you so much for your continued support, and thank you for sticking by me even though I've been gone for like 3.5 months. I really do appreciate the continued support. I cannot tell you how much it means to me, the fact that you guys are still here, still wanting to watch my videos. Thank you so much for coming back to watch this video as well. Hopefully it explains everything to you and you kind of understand where I'm coming from. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, watch some of my other videos that I uploaded a while ago. I've heard some of them are pretty good, some of them maybe not so much. It's a potluck. Give it a try, see how it goes. But thank you once again so much for all your support, guys, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care, guys. A big thank you to Bexy93, Burned Retinas, Drew Fawcett, Houston NG, Raquel and Worthless Pieces for helping support this video via Patreon. If you too want to help support the channel a little bit further and get a shout out at the end of every future video, make sure you head over to patreon.com/oddmanrush and become a patron today.